do this for my Giants at BD. You know, we on BD. Shout out to my team, you feel me? Look, we making sure to give you what you want and what you need. To everything from news and entertainment on TV. If you were with us, then you know that it'd be clear to see my team is working hard to give you facts involving you and me. Home of the Giants, prepared to win, working overdrive. We do a skit, whip it up, and now it's recording time. White and purple, my colors know that I'm supporting mine. We got a game, hop in the field, now it's recording time. And we've been strong throughout these years, it ain't no going back. We came too far to knock us down, it ain't no holding back. We ran it up since Mr. Benjamin controlled the track. The Giants of the city, we came hard to take over than that. You know the vibes. Studio time.
Good morning, Giants.
I'm Johanna Salinas.
And I'm Gabrielle Mobley.
As we transition from school into fall break, we don't want you to forget about the upcoming games.
We have a game tonight and next Friday. Here's Zion with more information.
Although it's fall break for most students, the football team will be hard at work in the upcoming week with 2 games. Coming off a 3-game winning streak, the Giants are looking to continue their momentum.
Just keep doing what we've been doing, just going to practice and working hard every day and not letting fall break and letting fall break distract us. And even though LC, they are 1-6, just not think of them as a team that's bad and this is an easy bye week. We just got to keep it on, coming in and practicing hard and focus.
Turnaround, we just came together as a team. Really, the times that we lost, we was really beating ourselves because we had the skill, the physical aspect of it, everything. We was really beating ourselves.
The Giants are looking for continued support over fall break. We will be sending a fan bus to LC tonight for a small price of $6. Make sure to come out and support as they're looking to set a record for the amount of students on a fan bus. The Giants will also play next week at home against North Central for senior night. This is Zion Brown, and I'll be back later with sports.
Thanks, Zion. Now let's go over to Kevin to learn more about the BD flag football team.
With the Unified Flag football team blowing out teams left and right, but yet their main goal is to have fun.
We have a group of students that work really hard, a group of athletes that work really hard. So we want to have fun, but also since we're putting in the hours and we're working really hard, our expectation is to win.
As for Helen Parrish, she hopes to provide a confidence boost for the Giants.
Support my team, have fun with my team. I like to play football. I watch the football team a lot.
Being the team's quarterback puts a large weight on the shoulders of Elijah Dixon. He looks to avenge the team's past losses.
Just leading my team on the field every night of the day. Just getting the win every day.
It's football, it's team sport, I love it.
The Unified Flag football team unfortunately fell short in their sectionals last week to Mooresville, but they created bonds and memories that will never be forgotten.
I feel like family. I feel like home.
Champs on 3! 1, 2, 3, champs!
Kevin McCullough, BDTV.
This past week, we've hosted our first pep rally of the year to celebrate homecoming and as a reminder to show your school spirit. Now let's go to some students and staff members to see how they think school spirit affects Ben Davis.
Well, school spirit is always fun for the students, but it's also fun for us as teachers when we participate in it. We have a lot of fun.
When the crowd is hyped up, that gets us hyped up. If we make a big play and everybody in the crowd is going wild, it make us go wild and then give us energy to go hard on the field.
Make sure you continue to show your school spirit and come out and support your Ben Davis Giants.
You can find school spirit in just about any high school in Indiana, whether it's a class of 1,000 or a class of 60. Now let's hear more about small schools from Laney.
Ben Davis High School is the second largest high school in Indiana. With 4,499 students, it has become the status quo for kids in the area for many years.
On a given day, I see about 120 students a day. Ben Davis offers me, as a teacher, a unique experience. As opposed to just teaching an English class at a 9th grade or 10th grade level, I'm able to teach something that I really love to do, which is a specialty, which is debate, forensics, speech.
But have you ever wondered what it is like to go to a small school? Welcome to Cascade High School, just 35 minutes west of Indianapolis. Enrollment for the 2019-2020 school year has peaked at just 428 students, which creates an entirely different atmosphere for kids. Mark Shoup is the 11th grade English teacher at Cascade. After teaching at Carmel for 22 years, he took a new job here 3 years ago. After experiencing both large schools and small schools, he knows that bigger isn't always better.
Well, the benefits of a smaller school curricularly are classes tend to be somewhat smaller. Also, teachers tend to really know the students because you see them so often, not just in your classroom, but in the hallway, in the cafeteria, going to and from school. There's this real availability of teachers and kids because the school is so small.
I like that it's really easy to connect with everyone because you know everyone's names and you know their families. So you can make really close friends, and it's not very hard to be friends with most of the school.
Although big schools and small schools have many noticeable differences, we are still able to share our similarities and become a family. Lainey Collier, BDTV.
Stepping into our future, breast cancer is becoming more and more of a serious epidemic. Many of us have family or friends that have been affected by this disease. That being said, it is important that we stay informed about breast cancer and Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I think everybody was confused because I was healthy and young and I didn't smoke and I didn't have bad behaviors. I exercised and it was shocking.
According to breastcancer.org, 1 in 8 women will develop invasive breast cancer. Invasive breast cancer is when the cancer spreads to the surrounding tissues. Besides lung cancer, breast cancer has one of the highest death rates for women in the U.S. Additionally, the most significant risk factors for developing breast cancer are gender and age, 2 things that women have no control over.
How did it feel when you first found out?
Devastating. I was sad because I have a son and he was just a freshman in high school, and all I could think of was how upset he was going to be.
In 2019, an estimated total of 268,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a time that we can all rally together and bring awareness to how common breast cancer really is. For BDTV, I'm Hannah Baines.
If you have taken Spanish, then you probably know Mr. Tuxhorn, but what you may not know is he's also helping adults in our community getting their GED.
At Crystal Has Doors, a tuition-free high school for adults, our very own Mr. Tuxhorn helps adults of 18 years and older receive diplomas, work, and even college credit. Let's head over to Mr. Tuxhorn for more information.
Principal Emily Massengale, she opened the school in 2012. And since then, we have expanded to 2 more campuses to have a total of 3 campuses altogether. So we've got our South Campus, our Indy West campus, and then our Ivy Tech campus.
Crystal Has Doors also helps adults get on pathways onto getting their citizenship, as well as they'll stay with you along the ride to getting your diploma and much more.
Some of our students do not have a legal status here in the United States, which could be a great obstacle for them. And so I try to assist all students, regardless of their status. We do not offer a path for citizenship since we are a school network here, but if we have resources where we could share with our students to be able to work towards that path, we definitely share that information with them.
We've got students who graduated with their masters as being doctors and lawyers and teachers in their home country, but then they come here to the United States and the degree either means nothing or they weren't able to travel with that degree, so they're having to start over from scratch. They want to learn, they love the environment here, they love getting involved in the community and interacting with the other students and the staff. Our motto is do whatever it takes to get that student across the stage.
Jennifer Moreno, BDTV.
My name is Anaya Brown and I do lash extensions. I am a certified lash tech. So this began about 8 months ago. I started getting my lashes done actually by somebody else, and she's 17 also. I started trying to figure out ways to do it myself. Once I started doing it myself, I then got to doing it on other people, and then it evolved from there. Classics are more thinner, natural look. Hybrid is not too thick, but it's not too thin like classics. And then there's volumes. Volumes are very thick. On my lash page, Yaya Minks, I do have all the information you will need in the highlights of my Instagram. This has impacted me by organizing and communication skills. It also helped me and motivated me to do more stuff in the world.
The production Once on This Island will be premiering next month. Let's take a look at the process. The music is the most important part of this production. It helps set the tone of each scene and represent what's happening. They use sheet music to learn their songs, and they write notes for any additional ad-libs. The band helps add any extra sounds to the songs to further execute the experience.
Well, this show's really different because the type of music, mostly like a lot of musicals is like more poppy music, more of a jazzy sound, but this musical is really islandy and has a lot of like drums and percussion instruments. So like it makes it, the musical is really different.
The choreography is also a very important factor. It helps execute the overall look of the play. This production takes a lot of preparation and perseverance.
I better prepare for my role is I'm more of a auditory person, so I like things being sung out, said out loud, read out loud. So it's like normally I'll practice my lines or my music by myself, and it's just a constant study that I do.
If you would like to see this production, Once on This Island will be premiering November 14th, 15th, and 16th. I hope this video helped you understand the process of musicals a lot better. And I hope you come down to see it. Asada Flanagan, BDTV.
While many of us may be traveling over fall break, those of us staying back have to deal with a little bit of rain starting today, coming in at 80%. The high of today will be 73 and the low will be 38. This weekend we have a little bit more sun. Saturday the high will be 56 and the low will be 40 and it will be a sunny day. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 42. The first week of fall break starts off with partly cloudy skies with a high of 66 and a low of 50. We can expect rain on both Tuesday and Wednesday, coming in at 40%. Tuesday will have a high of 65 and a low of 46, while Wednesday will have a high of 58 and a low of 40. Thursday and Friday will both be partly cloudy. Thursday with a high of 59 and a low of 41, while Friday will have a high of 36 and a low of 48. While we can continue to expect a little bit of rain over fall break, we can also expect mostly sunny skies, so we can enjoy those pumpkin patches. We hope you enjoy your fall break wherever you end up. For BDTV, I'm Maya Abramson.
Several Giant teams are heading right into tournament play during break. We've got a busy schedule upcoming. Let's get to it. Last Friday, the football team faced Carmel in their homecoming matchup. On the first play from scrimmage, Trent Gibson jump-started the Giants' offense with a 77-yard touchdown run. On the Giants' next possession, BD took a 10-7 lead on a 32-yard Zach Fox field goal. Later in the first quarter, Jalen Nolan took a screen pass from Trent Gibson to the house on a 47-yard touchdown to give BD a 17-7 lead. Later in the first half, Fox made yet another field goal, and the Giants took a 20-7 halftime lead. Late in the fourth quarter, Carmel had a chance to take the lead over the Giants, but Dalen Carnell sealed the win with a 42-yard interception return touchdown, and Ben Davis won 27-14. The Giants move on to play at Lawrence Central tonight and at home against North Central for senior night next Friday. The cross-country teams raced last Saturday in the Marion County meet at Brebeuf. The boys team placed 4th out of 14 teams, and the girls team finished 10th out of 13 teams. Both teams will begin the state tournament this Saturday morning with sectionals here at BD. The volleyball team will begin their state tournament next week with the sectionals at Southport High School. The Giants will face Southport in round 1 on Tuesday night. Zion Brown, BD TV.
I'm sure by now you heard about the second top-rated game on iTunes. Let's race over to Jaden to hear more about this addictive multiplayer game.
Shooting up to the #1 free game for the iPhone and ranked the 19th iPhone app by revenue, Mario Kart can be considered 2019's Pokemon Go or Flappy Bird. Although Mario Kart has had a lot of success in its first 2 weeks, a lot of fans were disappointed to receive error messages when playing throughout the launch day. Analysts also call the lack of multiplayer mode a negative for the release. However, Nintendo has indicated that it will be releasing multiplayer mode at a later date.
So I've tried the new Mario Kart game, and I personally think that it's decent, but it's not as great as like the actual Mario Kart video games that you could play.
The game is all right. I recommend it, but it's a little bit repetitive.
My opinion on the new Mario Kart game is that it's really addicting, but it's a really fun game. I play it all the time, like every single day, in every class, every period, on the bus. Ever since I downloaded the game, my daily average has went up 28%.
On average, I've spent about an hour and 4 minutes.
Video game addiction is a real thing, Giants. Don't get caught up in it. I'm Jaden Christner, BDTV.
Giants. Sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. So to test this theory, we're going to play a game called What's in the Box. Each contestant will have to blindly put their hand in a box and try and guess what object is inside, only using their sense of touch.
What side is it on? Is it in the middle? Oh!
What is that, bro? What is that, bro? What is that, bro? I felt it, bro.
It's probably looking at me. It's like, when can I bite you?
It's a bear?
Yes, it's a bear.
It's a bear.
Okay. I don't like this.
What is that? What is that?
You got legs. I want to poke you. He moved, he moved, he moved, he moved. I'm sorry, what is it? I don't want to know. What is it?
Gabrielle Mobley, BDTV.
Where are you? Where are you? Wait, is that you over there? Wait a minute, I know where you are. Come on, got you! Hey, you dropped your wallet.
Oh, thank you.
That's it for this Newscast, Giants.
Congratulations on finishing your first 9 weeks of the 2020 school year.
Stay safe this fall break.
And seniors, don't forget, there's only 34 weeks left until graduation.
And as always,
if it's about you and me, it's on BDTV.
3. If it's about you and me, it's on BDTV.